Introduce yourself,
I'm
Dan.
Allison.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Berkeley.
And this is
Books Uncorked. Berkeley, you went last that time.
I went last both times.
went last time.
I went last
We
this
are on
time
a
to make a
freaking struggle
point.
bus.
I've never been last before, I think.
She's just such a winner. She always comes in at the beginning, first or second.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
I'm a loser.
Berkeley, shut the fuck up.
Everyone hates me.
Shut up. You're
The
just
shit on Berkeley
because you
parade.
can't fucking get in on the Instagram post, which was not what I thought you were doing. I just
Listen.
Linda.
Listen, Linda.
I just wanted to be included.
Listen, Linda.
What is that from?
That toddler yelling at his mom because she's saying he's going to get whoopings.
And he says, "Listen, Linda."
Listen, Linda. Listen.
If my son called me by my first name.
Linda. Listen.
I honestly would
freaking love that
be
video.
amazed because he would be like, "Listen, Allison," and you'd be like,
You're talking words. You're talking real words.
It's not minionized.
Yeah,
It's real.
real life words.
Listen, Allison.
That's so funny.
I'd be like, oh my god, listen to Theodore.
It doesn't even matter. I'm just so happy.
You're right.
That video is so cute, though.
So fun fact, this is the third time we've hit record. This is the second time we've done this intro.
On the upside, we haven't done an intro longer than a minute and a half, so
Berkeley's not amused.
Berkeley's not amused with Allison and Brittany tonight.
Well,
Or my husband.
listen.
Or the world.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I was about to say, guys, this is a podcast. We have to.
We can't just listen.
Well, Allison, tell us about your 2 weeks. I literally haven't seen you guys since the last podcast, have I?
No, I was gonna say.
No, I
like,
saw you
haven't seen
Thursday
you.
of last week.
I saw you when you came to pick up the stuff
No, it
from
wasn't
the
Thursday
bachelorette
last
party.
week. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we saw each
I
other
still
at the
have-
bachelorette party.
I still have
The-
a picture.
No, I put it by my purse. I still have your tank top.
I need my nursing tank top.
Lily is getting thirsty.
Y'all, Lily's not breastfeeding.
No.
But we don't judge you if that's your choice.
Yeah, no, it's not my life.
Anyway.
How was your 2
My
weeks?
weeks.
2 weeks.
Weeks.
Because this is a bi-weekly podcast.
Lillian
Lillian.
coughed. You know, it's the last couple weeks. We have 3 weeks of school left, so
Hells yeah. Oh, gosh.
3
snap.
weeks?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's just everything's at the end, and I'm just so overwhelmed. Like, with all the things that are happening. My testing, like, I have testing in 2 weeks. I have a field trip for my kids at the end of testing, so also in 2 weeks. I have a field trip for my Stuco, which is in, like, the last week.
Girl.
Grades are due next
Where are
week.
you taking Stuco? The Capitol?
No, God bless. Main event. Oh. It's not an educational field trip. It's a celebration
Fine.
for all the shit we did all year.
That sounds fun.
Man, that's a lot of field trips.
Hey, we're going to the Science Museum. Second
Love the
graders.
Science Museum.
I know.
Used to work there.
Do you have to
I know,
watch
that's why I'm
your
telling you.
students, or do you just, like, go and do what you want to do, and then, like, parents, like,
Oh, I
supervise
just set them
groups?
free. I'm just kidding. So
Live wild and free. Don't go home with anyone.
don't walk out the main doors.
Well, I
But the
If
side
you
door is
get-
fine.
If you get lost,
Well, like,
just find a
I
big-
remember doing, like,
don't go
like
out
a
the doors.
parent would supervise, like, a group of, like, 3 or 4 students each.
Correct. So that's what we'll be
Oh,
doing.
that's a lovely group size. When I worked there, it used to be groups of like 8 or 9 kids with a parent, and it was
Gross.
like living hell. I
Oh,
would
no,
have to
no.
be like, hey, is that kid in your group? No. Whose group is he in? Because he is climbing on the space shuttle.
That
We
sounds
can't do
awful.
that. That's
Okay.
like a big deal.
So what's amazing is every parent in my class signed up except for one.
Wow.
So I will not Like, I won't have a group. I'll just be floating
Floater.
in between groups.
Love
And all of
floating.
my kids have their own parent, except for one, and I'm putting him with a parent.
Oh, yeah.
So I can float in between and be with everybody.
Love it.
And I think I'm going to give, like I'm going to have a sign-out sheet, and people are going to have my remind number, not my real number.
What's your remind number?
It's like a group message for my classroom. It's an app, though. It's called Remind, and so they can still contact me on my phone, but they won't have my phone number.
I like it. I like it.
So, anyway,
So that's
my relationship status has changed.
What?
I am heartbroken that I'm hearing about this during the podcast.
I didn't know either, Brittany.
To be fair, I didn't tell you my relationship status changed. You heard it through the grapevine. Anyways,
I know,
tell
I
me
heard
about
it from somebody else.
I
so
know.
why
Let's
do
hear
you
about
care?
your relationship status change, and then we'll get to
Guys, I have a boyfriend.
Oh my gosh. What's his name?
Cow. Does he listen?
I don't know.
He damn well better.
Cow.
I guess we'll know. Do you guys want to hear the funniest shit you've ever heard ever? Okay.
I want to hear it.
Brittany, first of all, I meant to tell you this earlier. Little side note, I signed up for Stitch Fix, and I know that's something you were thinking about. So I'll let you know how it goes, and then if you
This
are,
video is not sponsored by Stitch Fit.
Unless they want to.
but I signed Nate up as well. So Nate got his own box. His box came. It was amazing. It was everything I could ever. You need to come over afterwards so you could see his box.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh.
cool.
Was it dinosaurs?
So many dinosaurs.
I love it.
They did. Her name was Sarah. Shout out to Sarah at Stitch Fix.
You killed it.
Freaking killed it. It was so amazing. Anyway, so anyway, I got Nate's box, and I came over to Berkeley's to be like, what am I gonna send back? I love it all. And so we're just going through it, and I go, okay, well, I have to charge Kyle. Like, I always charge Kyle for half of everything on Venmo, because although Kyle's my boyfriend, he's also my baby daddy. And
Holy shit, I can't believe he's your boyfriend.
I
I
know.
can believe it. You guys have been boyfriend, girlfriend, just without the title for 500 years.
yeah, I would probably say that my relationship status changed like a month ago. I'm just now making it public, so it's fine. Like, actually changed. But I didn't tell anybody either. Like, it wasn't.
My heart just cracked.
Berkeley didn't know either. Berkeley found out with
It
you.
just shattered. It's shattered on the floor of
Berkeley, tell her you figured out
I'm
with
kidding.
me.
It's a joke. I'm joking.
Everybody just figured it out together.
It's kidding. It's kidding.
Your
It's
heart,
kidding.
my heart is kidding. And so I said, I need to charge Kyle for half of this on Venmo because we don't share finances. He just pays me for halfsies. And Berkeley goes, I wish I could do that. I wish I had a Kyle to charge, like, for stuff that I buy Lily, which, to be fair, she kind of does. It's her husband. And she doesn't work. So, like, anyway, let's just forget about all of that. And then I go, well, you probably could. You have his Venmo. So then Berkeley charged Kyle $5 on Venmo.
Did he pay it?
He did!
To be fair, his child drinks so much chocolate milk over here, so it's only fair.
Well,
It's only fair.
be a little extra fair. It's not that I haven't ever reimbursed you for the chocolate.
No, you
milk.
have, but like
Thank you. I was like, just to be fair, it's not just Kyle. It's $5. We have donated a canister of chocolate milk.
yeah,
Canister?
but we have to donate
one of those
You know,
big-
like that pays for a
bottle?
gallon of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like
Man, milk needs to be cheaper. Lactose intolerant bitch over here.
Yeah.
so it's
Not my
roommate.
problem.
She don't touch the milk unless she wants to die later.
Yeah.
Occasionally
Poor
I
Becca.
make that
Or the
sacrifice
pizza.
for cheese.
Oh, she loves the pizza. She loves the pizza.
But anyway,
Well,
how
I'm-
was your week, Brittany?
It was good. Work was really good this week. Work's been really good for a couple of weeks. I got basically called a stupid girl today at work, which isn't really uncommon.
Man, you have
by
to
the
stop
same
telling
person.
these stories because they just infuriate me.
I work with really amazing people for the most part. I really do.
That's not what I get. That's not the vibe I'm getting.
I do. I really, like, sincerely,
just
I
kidding.
love my job. I love the people I work with. There's just one or two people in particular that just...
Are sexist bitches, sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the guy that was treating me like a stupid little girl today, like, treats a lot of people like that. I just don't yell back at him.
That doesn't make it
because
right.
when
I'm
a
just
woman
so
yells
mad.
back at someone, they come across as, like, a whiny baby girl. And when a man yells back, he's standing up for himself. So, you know. Double standard. It's fine. I really do enjoy my job, and I really do have, like, an amazing male boss who, like, respects me as a professional and as a human and, like, you know, all of that. And this guy has no authority over me, nor will he ever, because no one else really respects him that much either.
Can I buy you a shirt that says, I'm a motherfucking woman? And can you wear it to work?
I'll probably have to put tape over the fucking, but
I'm a mother woman.
I'm going to do I'm an MF woman. Not really. I'll probably still get fired.
Just put, I'm a woman.
But it was good.
Just tape over.
Berkeley has accidentally spilled this a couple of times. Fortunately, both times we've had to delete the podcast for other reasons. But I broke it off last weekend. Officially broke it off last weekend with a guy I've been dating. Like, not for anything dramatic. Just, like, there's not chemistry there.
She found him in bed with a horse.
And my first question was, how did you get the horse in the bed?
It was an easy horse, Brittany.
God damn it. I thought you were winning.
That was just too funny.
But I, like, had been kind of, like, toying with the idea for a while, and I told Berkeley and Allison I'd planned on it, and I just kept putting it off because he's a really nice guy. Like, he's a good guy. There's just no chemistry. And so I didn't tell them that it happened.
Yeah, you didn't.
And then Allison hung out with his best friend today. Not hung out, just saw him, but
She found out from a third party.
yeah, my bad. Do you want to
He
tell
was
that
like-
story?
He goes, so Brittany and old boy. And I was like, yeah. Did he figure out on the podcast? Because I don't remember what we posted.
You asked that? Oh my
I
god.
was like, oh, did something happen with that? Did he figure it out on the podcast?
Does that mean we've lost a follow, like a listener?
I don't think he listened.
Anyway.
As far as I know.
And he goes, well, Elijah
Maybe
was
he
like,
does.
what? And I go, what? And he goes,
I almost spit out my wine.
and he goes, no, I was at work and I saw that Brittany texted Dylan. So,
For the record, I thought he wasn't at work when I sent that.
gosh, everybody's mad at you because you broke up with your boyfriend at work and over
He
text
was my
message.
boyfriend.
I'm just kidding. He was not her boyfriend. They were just dating casually, sexting it up.
We were not sexting.
Clearly, there was
That
no
was the problem.
chemistry. Now I'm self-conscious about my boobs, Berkeley.
All right, come on.
So
I lost my
he said that he had Dylan's phone and he saw that Brittany texted Dylan, so he gave Dylan his phone and said, hey,
I'm horrified at this story.
he said, hey, Brittany texted you. And Dylan was, I don't know if I want to tell this.
You can, that's fine.
Dylan was like, cool, and grabbed the phone, and
It was like not.
it was
cool.
a breakup text, so it wasn't cool. And then
Really
Elijah
nice.
was Brittany. Oh, it doesn't matter how nice you are. When you break up with someone, it still sucks. Dick. And
There was no dick sucking. Sorry.
jeez Louise. And so then Elijah walked into the break room later and and was like, yeah, that wasn't a good text. How am I supposed to set you up with
to find me
somebody?
a hot cop.
Oh, not what I heard.
Oh, cop, C-O-P.
Hot
Police officer.
C-O-P.
What'd you hear?
Cock.
Yeah.
I heard hot cock.
I mean, it's the same thing, right?
I mean,
Set me up with a hot cock.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, she just
I'm not going to ask for a picture
She just
of
went
that
straight
as
for that
opposed to his
jugular.
face.
She said, hot cock. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Get
But
it? Woo woo. It's
got
like a woo.
myself back on some dating apps.
Yeah, you're
Not really
talking
apps,
to
just
a
one.
doctor?
Yeah. A doctor. He said he was voted most eligible bachelor in the 405. I don't think he really was, but that's a pretty funny thing to put on there. I don't know if he really was because he said by the Oklahoma City Gazette.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, the Gazette?
The Gazette's real, but like
Yeah.
the most
just
eligible bachelor is bullshit.
I don't know if it is,
Use bullshit.
but I don't think he is. I
He's
don't
the
think he
Christian
is.
Grey of Oklahoma City.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh my God, you're so Anastasia.
Oh!
Oh my God. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Brittany is just head over
Scarred for
heels.
life.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh my God.
And she just, oh my God. Oh my God. 50 Shades of Grey is our next book.
50 Shades of Brittany.
Oh no.
Brittany's covering her ears. You can't block this out, girl. It's your life.
This is going on the internet. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom, part 3.
Gosh. So many apologies to our moms. Berkeley, how was your week?
Well, I'm still married.
That's good.
My relationship status, barely. I'm still married. My air conditioning went out. Had paid $350.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, it was like the day before a bachelorette party, so I guess it was Friday. I went to a wild ass bachelorette party.
You hosted
We all
a wild
did.
ass
We
bachelorette
hosted
party.
it.
We were all there.
Yeah, we just none of us talked about it. It was lots of fun.
We threw axes.
threw axes.
I hit on a girl.
Yeah, well,
I'm not proud.
at least you didn't go groovy.
It was pretty funny. Can we tell? We're gonna tell that in our what the fucks.
Oh, no.
Can we please?
For the love of Pete.
All right, we'll talk about it in our what the fucks. Look forward to that. If you're one of our listeners who listens to the beginning, you need to go skip to the end when you're done with the
Or
beginning.
just listen to the whole thing.
Yeah,
Also known
but
as
you've
my
got to listen to that
husband.
what the fuck.
Listen to the end. Josh. Hadel. But that's how my 2 weeks were. I don't even remember what happened after that. It's been a long 2 weeks.
Oh, let's see if Kyle listens. Kyle, if you listen to the podcast on Tuesday of next week, send me 2 winky faces at 3 o'clock.
That's so specific. What if he's busy at 3 o'clock?
And send me another $5.
I mean, if you're passing out money, I'll take some.
Yeah. Bernie will take $3.
I mean,
Student loans, bitch.
I'm just saying, like, that's a good way to figure out if he listens.
Do either of you pay student loans?
Nah.
No.
Bitches.
I know.
I pay my American Eagle credit card.
Fuck you.
Not the same.
It was supposed to be a joke. I didn't mean to be
No, my heart
offensive.
is broken. My heart is shattered in my stomach again. I'm just
Gosh,
kidding.
I keep doing that. So,
You really need to be more conscious of our friendship.
I know.
Okay, we should definitely get into our wine because we are hella behind, but who cares?
Not me. Not our
YOLO.
listeners. You want to know why? Because they're loyal.
Loyal
Hey, by the
AF.
way, shout out to Hey Her.
Hey, her.
I seriously enjoy our Snapchat conversations and appreciate you as a listener.
Hey,
we
her.
all
Add us on Instagram and tweet at us. I would love to hear about it.
do. Oh my gosh.
At Bucks Uncorked. Okay, anyways. I'm drinking a Bada Box Riesling.
Boda.
Fuck you.
It was supposed to be a whisper for only the listeners.
What are you drinking, Allison?
You know, I'm kind of going backsies and foresies. Drinking Jose Cuervo watermelon stuff that Kelsey left from last week's barbecue. And the wine spritzer, but I don't know what it's called.
A Truly?
No.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's
I don't
like
know what
canned
that's called
wine.
Berkeley, I just realized we didn't let you finish your bullshit. Because
No.
we fucking suck tonight. We're
No,
not
I
good
felt
friends
like
to
she
you.
finished it.
I was
Did you
done.
finish? Okay, good. I'm sorry. I feel like a really shitty friend to you today.
Yeah, it's fine.
Brutal.
I'm drinking.
You guys have had a lot of tension the last 2 podcasts. Because let me tell you. Last podcast, you, like, said some spider shit. And
I was
Brittany
joking,
really
though.
attacked you.
She
I
deserved
feel
it.
like you're attacking Brittany.
Maybe I deserve it.
Don't remember.
Oh my God, Brittany. I re-listened to that podcast and Brittany snapped back at you so hard that it made me uncomfortable.
What did I say? What'd she say?
You talked about spiders, and you made me think my candy was spiders, and then I had a really hard time eating it.
But Brittany, oh, by the way, we're never allowed to eat again. Because that was cringeworthy. So sorry for your earbuds, friends who listen.
I sat really far away from the microphone.
And I mean,
My bad.
No. I think it was me.
Oh, sure. You're bad.
But like,
bad
oh
bitch.
God, it was awful. I was just the whole time I was editing, I was like, oh, don't eat it. But I knew I did. It was like watching the Titanic and telling Rose to just let Jack up, but you know she won't.
Well, I don't remember. Like, it didn't affect me so much.
I wasn't
that
actually upset
remember
with you, for the record.
the.
Oh, no. I don't think Brittany meant it so harshly or you took it as harshly, but re-listening to it, I was like, oh, that was harsh.
They looked like it looked like she was eating spiders. That's what it looked like, but I guess they were octopuses.
I just hate you still now.
Octopuses. They look like spideys.
I don't know if we can be friends after this.
I just want to let everyone know that I edited out the octopuses part. And so Berkeley referred to a joke that got edited out.
Why would you edit that out?
She told us
Because
she was
we
going to.
literally discussed editing.
Anyways, we've got to move on. Berkeley, you're drinking a Truly.
Yeah.
Allison, do you have the synopsis pulled up?
Shit.
You know
Get
she
on your
doesn't-
Audible and pull it up.
I forget that it's my pick every
Why
time.
did we discuss what with the
Huh?
What?
octopuses?
She's so mad. She's like, what do you mean?
But why
Go
are you
ahead,
gonna
edit
edit
it
out all of my octopuses I'm saying?
Not this time.
Berkeley, I was the one that said it. And then you go, I didn't like that. And I was like, I don't like that either.
Was it the way you said it?
I don't know. Something is
You
out
said
there.
it very aggressively.
Me or Alice?
Oh, you're starting the synopsis. Berkeley and I were still on the pussies.
God bless. Bird Box. Josh Mallerman.
I thought I was talking about my Josh.
Josh Hale. No, Josh Mallerman. Something is out there. Something terrifying that must not be seen. One glimpse and a person is driven to deadly violence. No one knows what it is or where it came from. 5 years after it began, a handful of scattered survivors remain, including Mallory and her 2 young children, living in an abandoned house near the river. Mallory has long dreamed of fleeing to a place where her family might be safe, but the journey ahead will be terrifying. 20 miles downriver, in a rowboat, blindfolded, with nothing to rely on but Mallory's wits and the children's trained ears. One wrong choice, and they will die. And something is following them. But is it man, animal, or monster? Engulfed in darkness, surrounded by sounds both familiar and frightening, Mallory embarks on a harrowing odyssey, a trip that takes her into an unseen world and back into the past, to the companions who once saved her under the guidance of the stalwart Tom, a motley group of strangers banded together against the unseen terror, creating order from the chaos. But when supplies run low, they are forced to venture outside and confront the ultimate question. In a world gone mad, who can really be trusted?
Oh, snot.
Y'all, It's coming. I don't know what to do about it.
Go blow your nose.
No, it's not that. It's not like that. It's like
If we can hear you sucking it up, it is in your nose.
Yo, it's there.
I'm not saying that you have to blow your nose. I'm just saying, if we can hear it, it's in your nose.
it's like in my throat.
Oh,
That noise isn't coming from your throat, Allison. And if it is, you're a ventriloquist and you should go on America's Got Talent.
No, don't.
Ah, it's a stupid show.
You saying I'm not talented?
What? Whoa. I did not.
Yep. Okay. So that was the synopsis of the book. I would like to say I feel like that was a lot of run-on sentences.
Yeah, and I was dealing with a lot of drainage during that time, so I had to keep pausing and like
Pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah, it wasn't for dramatic effect though. It was for my
because of
allergies.
It was snot.
All right, Burke.
I like it when we call it allergies.
When did you finish the book? Did you finish the book?
Yo, I finished today.
Okay, I mean, you finished. I'm happy with that. Allison? Did you finish the book?
No, I'm just kidding. I think I finished Sunday, so it's been a minute for me, and I really struggled with that today. Like, I started it over today because I was like, I don't remember.
I finished the book on Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday night. I really liked it. I started walk running again this week, so I listened to it some when I was walk running. I say that because I really don't run. I jog a little bit. I walk. You know, that bum leg, it don't work like it used to.
Man, I don't even jog anymore. I just do the brisk walking.
I'm just really trying to make my leg better, but my foot hella hurt today.
What's your doctor suggest doing? Like, does
Getting
he
it
want you to?
amputated? No, I'm just kidding. I haven't been back to the doctor about it in a while. I'm honestly going to go see my orthopedist again about it.
That was really dark.
Can I have a blanket?
No.
I don't know what the doctor wants to do.
Here, just take mine.
Can you just pause?
That's okay. It's right here.
Will you go ahead and pause, though? But yeah, my doctor, I was supposed to be able to get rehabilitated to close to good again, but it never happened. That's okay.
Fuck.
That's fine.
Well,
Poor leg.
It's okay. Let's talk about the book. Spoiler alert. If you haven't read and or watched Bird Box, we're going to spoil the movie and the book.
both. So, if you haven't, stop what you're doing. At least watch the movie.
I mean, or you can just listen and then watch. and
Well,
read
they
the
can
book.
listen. They can come back to us.
Yeah, but if you want to listen,
We've
and then
already
decide
got-
if you
if
want to
they're-
read the book, that's fine too.
If they're to this point, we've already got their listen.
And that's all that matters.
I'm just kidding. Rate, review, subscribe.
That matters too, but you don't have to
Please.
finish.
Uh,
No girl ever.
oh. Yay.
Okay, 50
I've
Shades
watched
of
a lot of
Brittany.
The Office.
50 Shades. Hardcore. Oh, that's good times.
said Christian Grey every time. You don't have to finish. Get it?
Yeah,
We
Brittany,
get
we
it.
get it.
We both have babies.
We get it. Okie dokie.
I'm gonna be single forever if I tell guys about this before.
I mean, listen, Linda. Chances are he's finishing and you're not. Every time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
have a
just
lot
hate.
to look forward
I
to.
hate to break that to you. I have a great sex life. That's not necessarily. I should have not said what I said. Okay.
yep.
Don't even get me
Nice to
started.
know that.
I'm just saying, most likely. I feel like that's what it is for everybody, though. For guys. Guys get off. It's harder for us. There's a lot of wires and stuff you have to figure out.
I have
buttons to
no
push.
comment because I know my mom's going to listen to this.
Okie dokie. We'll just cut this whole
My
part
mom's
out.
listening too, and you guys are talking about 50 Shades of Brittany.
We're talking about orgasms.
Well, we can't censor ourselves due to our mothers. My mom doesn't listen.
Anyways. But so yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Allison, can you give us like kind of a little bit of a description of like what the book is like?
Absolutely. Okay, so this book takes place in I would say current times. It's really like earlier 2000s. So like we're talking like 2012-ish.
It's 2009.
No, 2009 is when they go to the New Year's party.
Girl, you right.
So I know it's not 2009. It's 3 to 4 years after 09. Is what I gathered. I'm
You're
not
right.
sure if there was a distinct timeline there. So, essentially what happens is slowly, unlike the movie, there is a onset of happenings around the world where people will all of a sudden become violent towards others and then off themselves. And then, this becomes more and more of a common occurrence to the point where people are, like, hiding their eyes when they go out in public and then slowly but surely not leaving their house, progressively to, like, not even driving anymore, not going outside.
Covering their windows.
Yeah, so and there's a lot of theories as to what's causing it. Some people think it's technology. We've used so much of it, it's affected our brain waves. People think it's creatures. People think it's this. People think it's that. So essentially, it's just like slowly, very much a slowly progression towards if you see something, or we figure out it's if you see something. Mm-hmm. You get this. It's like this mental illness, quick setting mental illness. So that's essentially what the book is about. Just what happens to our main character, Mallory, throughout this progression. So you've got like her past when it was happening, and then current where she is now in this dystopian world. So
I like it. Okay.
That's a very good overview.
It was
Thank you.
excellent.
Appreciate it. I mean, if you've seen the book, you're on the right, or if you've seen the book. If you watch the movie, you're on the right track. You're not going to be lost or confused during this conversation. You'll be able to keep up with it even if you just watched the movie and didn't listen to the book.
Because the movie jumped around, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
It's been a while.
But I think that our first little thing that we need to tackle is like the differences between the movie and the book, which were a lot.
There were actually, which I found interesting because the book and the movie are very similar. The storyline's very similar.
Oh, yeah, the story. But, I mean, just the little details.
Mallory's
so
much
many.
younger in this book.
Oh, yes, Mallory's much younger. Honestly, what's the main guy's name?
Tom. There's no sexual stuff going on.
No, but...
Right?
No.
But in the movie there is a lot.
Yes, but in the book, no. Like, Mallory has a crush on him for sure, but no.
There's
but
definitely
also
connection, but not.
Tom in the book and Tom in the movie are two completely different looking. They're completely different people. 36. I'm sorry, I failed.
Okay.
Do they describe him physically in the book? I don't remember the physical.
Yes.
Yes,
He's a redheaded.
Oh, okay.
No, he's a redhead. Because I remember thinking, Tom's a ginger in the book, and he was this hot, sexy black man in the movie. Like, just this, in the movie. And, like, in the book, I'm just picturing Ron Weasley. I just can't. It's so, like, I just thought that was really funny. Also, brilliant of like, hey, let's make Tom not
A ginger.
what?
Not what the book wants.
What?
Him to be. But that's one thing that's happening now. That's like they're not. Whenever they do casting,
I do like that.
they cast whoever
Yeah.
to give like a good.
What I love about Tom, though, and I don't remember this part of the movie, and I purposely didn't watch the movie again before we did the podcast, but Tom in the book, you get to hear a lot more about his past. In the movie, we know that he had a sister who was pregnant when it all happened.
And had kids, too, yeah.
And so that was kind of his first instant connection with Mallory. In the book, his connection with Mallory is that she's pregnant, but he's a teacher. And so, like, he has this connection with kids because he's a teacher.
And he had a daughter.
Oh, I was getting there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But that's another thing that I could have definitely went without is the daughter situation.
I like Tom better in the movie.
I like Tom better in the movie,
I
too.
liked them different. I liked them equivalently. I really, in the book, I don't know, I kind of almost liked him a little bit more in the book because in the book he was like an action taker.
Yeah, he was.
Like he was so like, take charge. This is what we need to do. This is why we need to do it.
I felt like
work
he
towards something.
I feel like he was like that in the movie, but he just didn't get to do it as often because obviously in movies you just don't give as many details.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's just a part of getting a movie from a book.
Yeah.
Like that's
No,
why.
that's true. I'm with you.
But you're absolutely right.
And I also think, like, while it was really hard for, like, his daughter part, like,
Ugh.
I felt like it was important for his character.
Yeah, there was definitely big character development there. So what we're talking about is his daughter saw. Well, we don't know.
It didn't really explain if she saw the things or not.
I like
Did
to
it?
think that an 8-year-old wouldn't commit suicide by choice.
Yeah.
I obviously know that happens.
And in that
Real
kind of
life today, right now,
world, though, like, you just don't know what people.
Yeah, how their brains are working.
It just breaks my heart that an 8-year-old thinks would even know what suicide is or to even think that as an option.
But so that's, like, a big thing about this book is, though, that, like, people who don't consider suicide an option
Are the ones committing suicide, yeah.
are. And, like, in the book, as opposed to the movie, like, in the book, when the people go crazy, like, they take down people with them. Like, all of them are, like...
And that's a big difference because in the movie, they just kill themselves.
And, I mean, there are some crazy people who, like, kill others, too. But it's not, like... It's a different kind of...
Yeah, so in the movie, there's, like, people who see I mean, in the book, too, because that's what's his name? Gary.
He has the same name in the book and the movie.
I know. I just...
Fucking
No, I
Gary.
just thought that was interesting.
So does everybody else, though.
Maybe. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
There's more characters in the book.
I don't remember all of the
Olympia's
characters'
the
names in
same.
book, in the movie.
Mallory, Tom, Gary.
Dawn?
I
Dawn's
don't
the
remember.
same.
Okay. I couldn't remember that part.
Dawn was cooler in the movie than he was in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
liked the
wasn't a big fan.
housemates.
Like, he kind of sucked in the movie, but, like, he redeemed
He was
himself.
he was.
Yeah.
It reminded Mallory of her dad, though, and that's what I liked about him in the movie.
I liked the housemates in the movie better than in the book. But I will say, like, I love reading because it's a deeper story than a movie most
So
of the
much
time.
deeper.
Yeah.
And I don't, like, I see why they made the changes that they did for the movie because I think it was important for, like, the cinematic quality, like, to be able to tell the story in that time frame.
Yeah.
But, like, I really, like, the reading about the group dynamic in the book was interesting to me. Because it felt more, like, realistic in the book, or in the movie. I'm not saying it wasn't realistic in the movie, like, the group dynamic, but it was just different.
You know
It was
what?
very different.
I think the best way to describe the difference, and this just hit me, was because you said with the timeline that they had, the best way to describe the difference is everything in the movie was quicker. Everything.
You're right. Everything.
Everything was quicker. And it was because of the time frame that they had to get the story across. So I think when you're looking at the differences in the details and the whatever, it is because it was a quicker story. Because we're working with a movie. And I mean, this was a pretty short book. It was 8 hours.
Yeah. Like, that's a good point because, like, in the movie, you meet Mallory and her sister the day everything happens, and in the book, you meet them, like, when it kind of starts going on, but, like, it's, like, 4 months or something before.
I mean,
the day she
this
finds
is
out she's pregnant.
such a slow progression. Yeah. And when we come into Mallory in the movie when she's, like, what, 6 months pregnant?
Yeah, like she's at a doctor's appointment and
Yeah.
her sister's driving her back.
You know
Yeah.
what? That is one thing that I will say that I missed out on in the book. Man, I love that doctor in the movie.
I know.
She was my favorite part of the movie, I think.
See, I don't remember.
Oh, she was so memorable to me because she reminds me of my doctor. She was like this no bullshit kind of lady. I was like, is that Dr. Nanda?
Those are the best.
That's exactly who I thought you were thinking of. That's
Yeah.
so funny. Okay, but so then let's move into the creature differences.
So, first of all, it is creatures.
In the movie, it's like a
It's a
just
question.
Yeah, it's like, is it like a force? Is it like just like apocalypse? Like it's the end of times? Like this is like they describe as a creature.
The creatures were so much scarier in the book. Because she could feel them. I mean, that was something that they could not get across in the movie.
In the movie, it felt like it was just like it was a presence.
Almost
It was a
like an
presence.
illness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like it was they were being affected by some sort of illness in the movie.
Right. But in the book, there's this point where Mallory says she can feel a creature holding on to her blindfold. And breathing on her neck. One was so close to her that she felt like she could smell it. And the physical description, and there wasn't a physical description, just their physical presence in the book was so scary. It was terrifying.
It was very sci-fi.
And we still don't know what they look like. Because you can't. If you know what they look like, then you're fucked.
Yo, fuck. Unless you're Gary.
Oh, can we also talk about the difference between like the way Olympia dies in the book and in the movie?
It's the same, really, isn't it?
It's the same, but the description.
You're right, you're right.
For some reason, I felt like she jumped out the window.
She did jump out
She
the
did.
window.
And both.
In both.
Okay, but like he's like she's hanging from.
I know what he said.
Please say it, Berkeley, because it's a shock factor.
She's hanging from her cord. Like,
Okay, so
Is
what
she-
happened
Yeah.
in the movie?
did that happen in the movie?
No,
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, not hanging.
not that. Not what you're talking about.
First of all, because I don't think it's physically possible.
I was very like confused and disgusted by this.
Not to, like, give too much detail, but you guys have both had babies. Like, if that's, you birth that in the afterbirth. So, like, I feel like at that point, it's no longer really connected to you. If that was pulled on, it would rip.
Yeah, kinda.
Except, she was twisted in it.
Huh?
She was caught around in it. because she was like, it wrapped around her at one point because I remember being disgusted about it.
I have zero clue how long that is.
Long enough to wrap around a baby's neck.
Yeah, but a baby's neck is like the size of our wrist.
So wrist or ankle.
It's like, it's long, but it's not that long.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. They cut me open. But I will tell you that the physical description of Olympia dying in the book is
hard to hear.
Fuck Gary, because he's the one that described it. And Gary in the book is, and I never knew he could get worse, but he's worse.
He is worse.
He's so much worse. And the motherfucker was just in the house the whole time. And also, can we talk about how the monsters can enter the house in the book? That was never brought up in the movie.
Mm-mm.
If the monsters got in.
In the movie, you don't really... It's almost like in the movie that, like, it might be the sun. Like, you don't know what is outside. So as long as they're inside and they can't see outside, they're safe.
Right.
From anything but other humans.
Right.
But in the book, that's not the case.
It can get in.
Yeah.
Which is...
But it doesn't, like, physically harm them, which is also interesting.
What doesn't physically?
Like, the creatures. So, like, he grabs her blindfold, but he's not hurting her. The creature.
Yeah. Yeah, so he has the ability to touch her, but he doesn't take the opportunity to. It's like the creatures really want them to see.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think that, this is just a fun theory of mine. Do you think that Mallory's immune?
No. Why?
She drove all the way there.
It's a good point.
I really think Mallory might be immune.
That's a good point. That's something we may find out in the sequel. Mallory, coming out October 1st on Netflix. This is still not a sponsored podcast.
But we'd like to be.
Please?
We're not saying we won't. So
We'll do anything, almost anything.
Books on Court 3 at gmail.com.
Business inquiries.
Please.
Gosh, we should totally add that to our Instagram to make us look more professional.
We're
Business
looking
inquiries.
We're looking at you, too. Audible, because we support your shit. I really think that Mallory is immune, or because when you think about it, I mean, even when you have things like, for example, Typhoid Mary was a perfect example. She carried the disease of typhoid, spreaded it around to people around her, never ever had any symptoms of it. Not once.
Sorry, that was yawn.
So, like, it's just not... When you think about statistically, people have to be immune. And who better to have as your heroine, as somebody who is immune? She just doesn't know it. I really think that she's immune.
Not a risk
I'd be
willing to take.
No, I agree. I don't know if Mallory will ever figure it out. I'm just saying I don't think it's possible for her to have made it. What was it, a 30-minute drive?
Yeah, I think it was possible at that point. But I am not discounting your theory. I still think that that's an interesting theory. Like, I still think she might be immune. But I don't think that her drive there proves it. Only because it wasn't getting everyone yet then still. Like, everyone wasn't getting... People were still going to work and stuff. You know?
I don't... That's not how I was picturing that time.
Mm-hmm.
Only because at that time when she left the house... The reporter at work stopped leaving work. He was sleeping there. The reporter at CNN wasn't leaving. He was just sleeping there. People who were at CNN were not leaving CNN. And so, to me, that sounded like everybody was pretty grounded where they're at.
Maybe, yeah.
That's what
No,
I
I'm with you.
interpreted from the story, because they
I would
said
have to
on the
listen to it
news
again.
that the people weren't coming in anymore.
Yeah.
If they left work, they didn't come back.
Okay, so just like another question of stuff that was going on between like the movie and the book. Were mentally ill people able to go out without the blindfold? Yes or no? Like, I couldn't tell because like that guy that was on the river, he ended up dying too, right? Like that was like take
Are
your
you talking
blindfold
about the
off.
movie?
Or the book.
The book, whenever it happened.
You
well,
think
both of
he
them.
does, but you don't know for sure. There's a sound, right?
There's a sound, but it's like he's on a boat. And I wasn't really sure what happened.
I wasn't either. It sounded like he was dying, like gurgling and dying in the back.
Yeah.
But like, I think
But I think that was the whole point of the author. Like, we don't know what is happening because Mallory doesn't know what's happening. It's from her point of view.
how
Yeah.
did Gary live? What was Gary doing?
He was crazy cakes.
Yeah, so that made him okay. In the
It did.
okay, I didn't remember. Did he have to be out there with a blindfold or no?
No.
No.
Okay,
Because remember, he was describing Olympia's death.
yeah,
I mean, he pretended like he needed to be
yeah.
when he first got in. And can we talk about what he said to Mallory when she ratted him out? Would he say like something like, "You pregnant cunt"? Like,
That was Dawn.
Fucking Dawn.
Slut. He didn't use the C word. He said slut.
Did he?
You whore, slut. Something like he was calling her all kinds of names.
I really hated what they did to his character.
What?
Just like, it was almost like he fell under the spell, but he didn't ever see a thing.
Oh, in the book.
Well, yeah. So, like, you're almost open to human, even without ever seeing a creature. Like, you're open to human.
I think it was a really interesting take on what your mind will do under stress. Because that's really what it was. Like, he was under intense pressure. They all were.
Yeah.
And some people respond to that different than others. So, like, Tom, like, grew stronger and was, like, firm in himself. And Mallory, like, I don't know. I think it's an interesting take on, like, what you'll allow yourself to be
Yeah.
impressed upon. Like, you know what I mean? Influenced by. There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
So was Tom like already mad while he was beating on the cellar?
No, he was calling for help.
Oh, that was, like, the hardest part of the book for me.
Remember, because he wasn't going mad. He was trying to get help because in the book, people are violent towards other people. So I think that Tom never saw it. I don't think Tom ever saw it. I think Tom was
I can't
murdered.
remember where Tom's body was found.
It was on the stairs
Yeah,
to the cellar.
But she wasn't in the cellar. She was in the attic.
That's what I meant.
I don't remember this
I
part
think
because
he was
Lily
downstairs.
was screaming.
I think he was on the first floor. I think he was in the kitchen. No, Jules. I'm thinking of Jules.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
thinking of Jules.
he was
'cause
beating
by
on the attic door
I know,
when he
but
died.
I really don't think he was up there once.
He was on the
His body.
stairs.
I don't think his body was on the stairs.
He was on the stairs. I'm pretty sure he was at the
She
bottom
would
of
have
the
tripped on him.
It says.
She stepped near him, but I don't think the first body she steps by is one of the women.
Gosh. I wish that Tom didn't. I needed some sex in this book.
0 sex. There
No
was sex
sex.
in the movie.
This book was like
Ooh, the sex in the movie, though.
Oh, Sandra.
Yes. Sandra! Girl, get it. He is
I was very
sexy.
like, where would they come? Like this 28-year-old woman. Why would they cast Sandra Bullock?
First of all, she killed it. How dare you?
It just
Don't attack her.
She crashed it.
I'm
She
just
definitely could
questioning it.
pass as 31.
No, she's like 50.
But
She
in the
could pass
book,
as
she was in
31.
her 30s, wasn't she? Or
No.
No. I didn't mean the book. I meant the movie.
In the movie, she was in her 30s, yeah.
Because she was kind of an older mom.
She was, definitely. Because, like, her sister was older, too. What's her face?
Yeah, her sister had,
Because
like,
it was
horseback riding.
it was a blah, blah, blah pregnancy, whatever that's called.
Geriatric.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say generic, but I knew that was
so
wrong.
yeah.
Okay.
How offensive. Geriatric.
Let's move into
I was like, bitch, please.
what we picture the future being from the end of this book. So the book ends. Here's your final spoiler. The book ends. Mallory has gotten the kids to this facility is what she thinks she's going to. She doesn't know for sure where she's going. And then what it ends up being was this facility for the blind that they...
It was a
over
school.
these 4 years. Yeah, it was a school for the blind, kind of out in the country. It was like a self-sustaining school. They grew their own crops and all of this stuff. But they survived because they were used to living without seeing. And they took people in. And then to give kind of like a brief synopsis at the beginning, the security wasn't good. Somehow someone let people in. A lady went crazy and like killed kids, and so then they blinded everyone. They said people blinded themselves, but it was like
Encouraged.
they kind of had to.
Well,
everyone did it.
Everyone blinded themselves, and that was what Mallory saw a group of ladies walk by with scars on their eyes that are very graphic in description. But Mallory was like, get away from me. Like, she thought that they were going to blind her and the kids. And Mallory goes through a lot of guilt as a mom, just a regular mom in a regular world, like me and Brittany. You go through guilt all the time. I'm a bad mom. I'm not good enough for my kid. I'm not giving my kid enough. And Mallory really struggles with that all the time. My kids are never going to see the stars in the sky. They're never going to play in the streets and ride their bikes.
I mean, we hope none of our kids are going to play in the streets.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just screwing with you.
But
they're never going to play outside.
They're never going to know guess what the shapes in the clouds are. I mean, her inner monologue actually gave me so much insight into the character that Sandra Bullock played. Because you see her... Now I see her as somebody who's dealing with just trying to protect her kids, but knowing, like, I'm ruining your childhood. And we're back.
I don't remember where we left off. Berkeley just asked us that.
Oh, wait, blinding with the people.
Oh, yeah. We're just talking about what the future holds.
But wait. They're not still blinding people.
No, they're not. Mom guilt. This has been a fun backtrack. Anyway, essentially, yeah. So Valley flips out for a second, realizes that they're not doing that anymore, and that's cool. Sad to say. God, but can we talk about... She made those kids 4 years by herself.
She trained him good.
Yeah.
They can hear
That
us.
girl should have been training hunting dogs before that.
Yeah, but
Bitch got it under control.
I mean, they can tell the difference between like a raindrop and
A teardrop.
yeah, it's insane.
Good old boy and girl.
We love them.
Olympia and Tom.
No, it's boy and girl.
You don't want them to have names at the end, bitch?
No.
Nah,
Okay, Nate's no longer Nate. He's boy.
Okay.
I like it.
You know what? Shit. People are going to start naming their kids boy and girl.
Oh no.
We're fucked.
God.
Don't
If
do
you
it,
really
people.
do that, we really deserve these creatures to come get us.
Don't say that. I can't control what people name their kids.
It's not our fault.
Well, y'all bitches would just have to break your glasses.
You're wearing
I would be able to
glasses,
see the
too.
creatures coming to me.
I know, but y'all are way more blind than me. I just can't see
I'm not that blind.
far away.
I'm kind of blind.
I'm so blind.
I'm not near as blind as Berkeley.
I can't see dick
Berkeley's fucking blind.
Yeah.
Berkeley would be like, what's everybody riding around crying about?
What's that color? Is that red on the wall?
Josh,
Why-
did you see this red on the wall? Josh, why are you on the floor? Get up, Josh!
It's just dead.
Josh, stop coloring on the ground. Did you spill paint? Okay.
It's
What do
not
you see
funny.
the future as? We're so off.
Okay, my theory is that...
Whew.
What?
You. Okay.
I coughed, and so it projected itself.
Oh.
I think that people will start. I think if you go by the science of evolution, we'll start needing our eyesight, and eventually, as the future goes on, you'll have blind kids, more and more blind kids.
Oh, so some evolution is happening.
Yeah, I mean that's just science. Like.
Yes.
You stop using certain things, and
We're not using our eyes no more.
so
Not sure if that's how evolution worked. It was that, like,
It's
mutation. That's how mutation works. But evolution is like, you know, like whenever you have different frog types that are more prevalent because they survived better in that environment.
But blind people are who's surviving in this
Yeah, but
environment.
blindness is not generally hereditary. It is sometimes, but it's not normally.
are you sure?
In most causes of blindness, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Let me Google it.
Yeah, because I would thought like being blind and being deaf was both hereditary. I think being deaf more than being blind is more.
Blindness can be genetic, which means that this can get passed down to a kid from parents through genes or eye diseases. So it's both.
Well, if you have an eye disease, the disease is probably genetic.
Yeah. So
Well, I think that they would have grouped that together, though. Some diseases aren't genetic.
Yeah, you're
They're
right.
mutations.
I don't know.
have a genetic eye disease.
I think
Fun
that
fact about me. I have an eye disease, but it's not genetic. I fucked that up anyways.
that's okay. I
it says
followed.
that genetic factors play a role in many kinds of eye disease,
And
including
many,
those
that's a good point,
diseases
then.
that are the leading cause of blindness among infants. So
It is then. I was
yes.
wrong.
So if blind
It's
people are
first
the
time
only
for
people
everything.
reproducing,
Then
for sure there's going to be more.
well, but not only are they
Blind
the only people
You're
reproducing, if they're not the only people reproducing, but when you think about it, as the population grows, the majority is going to be blind. So you're going to have mixes between people who can see and who are blind.
All right, so here this is 60% of cases of blindness among infants are caused by inherited eye diseases.
Yeah.
So 60%.
Yeah.
That's not all, but
No,
yeah,
but that is the majority.
that's
I just think about
More
Ray
than
Charles, who was
but-
just walking through the field.
yeah, that was sad.
God.
It was awful.
What?
If you haven't seen Ray,
Yeah, this is
Was Ray Charles born blind?
no, he was walking through a field with the chemicals got in his eyes. And you see him go blind in the movie, and it's so sad.
Oh, okay. We need to get back on track.
Sorry.
Future. You see a world of blind people.
Yeah. That's what I see.
Okay. Berkeley?
Just living amongst the creatures. I mean,
yeah.
because
I
the
guess-
creatures don't do shit.
Yeah.
My future in this, if I were Mallory, I'd be like, yeah, just scoop my eyeballs out. Let's just do this now so that, like, I don't, like, I'd rather live my life out than, like,
Let's do that. Would you scoop your eyeballs out, Brittany?
No, I can't even put contacts in.
so you'd rather take the, I just wouldn't want to chance it.
Oh, I get it.
Accidentally seeing the things
I would have I don't know that if I could make the decision.
and killing my kids because I saw it.
I think I would blind
That's a good
Nate.
point.
Dude, he would not be able to control himself with a blindfold. Neither would Lily.
For sure not.
I mean, it would be the first thing I did. I would 100%
like
blind.
if it happened now.
I would blind Nathaniel. And out of complete motherly instincts, if something people were seeing were killing people.
I can't say that I think that would be the wrong decision. Like I can't see an option where you not blinding him, he would survive.
Right.
Like, to be fair, that's a horrible thing to even want to say, but like.
So I think that, like, I think it's incredible that Mallory, that's not the first thing Mallory did to those infants.
I think it's different, though, because she raised them to.
She put them through, like, serious use your ears boot camp.
Like, for example,
years.
Nate doesn't grab the stove. He understands when you say something's hot.
Yeah?
And he doesn't grab it. So you are able to have a stove because since he was a baby, you have trained him to know while he does not have all the self-control in the world, he doesn't, but he doesn't grab like pots off the stove and stuff because he knows that will hurt.
He did try to stick his hand in the toaster, so we still got some work there.
No, but I'm just saying like you can, I hate to say train, but you can teach your kids not to do things.
Well, yeah.
Through, like, a force.
It's training.
When you have, like, a fear for your child,
yeah,
you are able to. But at this point in his age, he would not understand if this happened tomorrow, that he couldn't look outside. There's no amount of teaching you could do to suddenly teach him that he couldn't look outside or open his eyes.
Right.
No. They're like, asai?
Aside? Sight.
Aside?
Sight. Lily. Aside.
He plays with the curtains, and it's the blanket nailed to the window. He pulls it down. Everyone in the house dies.
Nate's alive under the blanket.
Oh, God. I really don't like thinking about this. Makes me sick to my stomach.
It does.
sorry,
Me
okay.
too.
Because Lily is like, curtains?
Yeah.
Blinds? Asai?
I know that's the
Aside?
only way that I could handle it was that everybody else in the house died, but Nate was alive under the blanket.
Okay,
Nate's
I
immune.
see them.
Like Mallory. Mallory's gonna find Nate and Lily. We'll die, but they're fine.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even touch on Tom finding that little boy.
I don't like that.
We'll read the book. I can't talk about it, but it's a horrifying, heart-wrenching moment in the book. Okay, so the way I picture it is they like slowly expand on this facility, and it just becomes like this safe place, and they live for forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Not really forever and ever. But
Right, so that's essentially what I see, but as forever and ever goes, everybody else will be blind.
yeah.
So positive.
I just think that they can
It is
use
positive
their eyes.
for this world.
I think that they can use their eyes within the facility so they don't lose that capability. Because a lot of the people there blinded themselves. So that's not going to be something genetic.
But
Now,
the
a lot
majority of the
others
people there
didn't.
are blind, though. We're
Yeah,
blind before.
But if you think about it, all of the people she saw in that entranceway were blinded themselves.
Right, but...
Except for the one lady who was still seeing. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, and there's not really a way for us to know. But that's just what I see. We'll find out in Mallory, coming out October 1st on Netflix. Again, we're not sponsored, but we would love to be.
Sandra. Is it Sandra again?
I hope.
Surely.
She better be. Okay. Allison, what's your rating of this book?
Wow, so on the spot.
Oh, wait. Let me explain the rating scale.
Oh, okay.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, you would have
One
lost all our
cork.
listeners.
We go 1 to 5 corks. 1 cork being I opened the bottle, took a sip, didn't really like it, poured it out. 5 corks being I opened the bottle, took a sip, loved it, drank the whole thing in one sitting, couldn't get enough. Allison, what would you rate this book?
I think I'm gonna give it a sorry. I think I'm gonna give it a 4. Is the door locked?
Yeah, I locked it.
Okay.
Oh, it's back in the closet anyways.
Oh. I'm going to give it a 4. It wasn't my favorite book that we read, but I will say, and I'm so glad that none of my students will ever hear this unless they're 18 years old. Because I liked the movie better. And I don't know that that's ever happened before. I loved the book. I don't want this to be like I didn't like the book, because I did. It was a great book. Mm-hmm. It was so good.
I gotcha.
But I loved the movie. So a 4 for sure.
Okay.
4.
Oh, is it your turn?
No, I'm just was
You're just repeating what I said.
Thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Are you ready to rate it, or do you want me to go so that you have more time to think?
I give it 4 quarks.
Okay.
It was a good book. I don't know. feel like I give it a 4 because, like, I really like to know everything, and the fact that, like, I really don't know what's going on in these people's minds whenever they, like, go crazy and stuff. And,
I
like,
know, that's frustrating.
That would have given this a 5 for me. I don't like the unknown. It freaks me out. So, yep.
So I'm giving it a 4, but I'm giving it kind of for the opposite reason. I liked how much this book made me think.
Yeah.
I liked how, like, I felt like it had the perfect amount of unknowns for me. It made me imagine what was happening, as opposed to just, like, straight out telling me.
Yeah. But we'll find out in Mallory.
Yeah, I'm curious if the author of this book, like, planned out the sequel, or if, like, I don't know how it happened, but yeah. But yeah.
It was a good book, for sure.
It's time.
Can you hear me on What the Fucks?
For What the Fucks, high fives, and sister citations. I think all of us did What the Fucks tonight. I have 2, so I'm gonna do one first. My first one is to myself and Allison. And it's for Berkeley.
Wait, who is it to?
You and I.
From you.
Yeah, it's from me because we were mean to Berkeley on accident.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
We did an Instagram live. You guys should go back and watch it. And we were mean to Berkeley.
Yeah, story of my life.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
It's cool beans. Can I go?
Yeah, I love you. Sorry, man. Damn.
It's fine. My what the fuck goes to my my AC.
Yeah, bitch.
So what the fuck was that? Why did you break? And why did you make me spend $350? Not cool.
Yeah, what the fuck, AC?
Fuck you. Air conditioning. Why are you so necessary? What did people do without you?
Seriously, I love it.
Worth
Get
the
it a cool
350.
67. Ugh.
Ugh.
Nothing better.
Sorry, it's a coffee machine. No, it's fine, girl.
What the
Like, when you
fuck,
need coffee, you
Becca?
need coffee.
Okay.
Hope that's not coffee.
I have a what the fuck to Jules. Oh, wait, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
What was that look for?
But it's fine. I don't know.
Was it
to
not
be
my
honest.
turn?
No, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. I have a what the fuck to Jules, which is my roommate's dog, from me.
Also
obviously.
a character in the book.
That's
Oh, shit.
honestly why I think I was confused while I was looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Jules the dog, from me. And it says, what the fuck were you thinking, Jules, when this morning I didn't have a top on, but I had a cardigan on? Okay, here's the story. I sent Rachel out to my car to go get my shirt for me because I got a new shirt from the school because Friday's G Day, and I wanted to wear my new shirt to school today. So, I wanted to wear my shirt, but I didn't have it, and so I had my bra on, and so I threw on a cardigan so I could go get my shirt. And Rachel goes, oh, I'll go get it for you. So Rachel is outside, the door's cracked, and Rachel goes, I can't find your shirt. So I just threw my cardigan on. I closed it over myself so you couldn't see anything. So I had my bra on, no shirt, and a cardigan. Mm-hmm. And I walk outside, and I leave the door open. I thought Jules was outside. She was outside earlier this morning. Jules was not outside. So as I walk out the door's open. I go, oh, it's in the front. And then Jules whisks by my leg. As I turn to try to catch her, my cardigan flies open for the whole world to see. And as that's happening, I'm in the grass and it's dewy. So I slip on my ass and fall. And I'm just looking up at the sky with my tits out, just laying on my front lawn.
Why does this dog like to run away so much?
And I am just like...
She needs more running time. She's just a very active dog.
All of that happened, Rachel saw none of it because she was in my car looking for my shirt. Her business partner, Jessica, saw all of it. And couldn't breathe. It was just like, Rachel, how did you not see any of that? And because when I was trying to stand up, and Rachel goes, what just happened? Because when Rachel got up out of the car, Jules was gone. I was on the ground. Anyway, what the fuck, Jules? Oh my god.
All right, I have my... Oh! I have another what the fuck, but I accidentally just threw it on the floor, so I'm going to do it from memory.
Oh, good.
It's for Allison.
Hear you.
It's for something that occurred at the bachelorette party while we were at axe throwing.
Oh, good.
There were these bachelorette dare cards that were passed out, and it was a scratch off. So when you scratched it off, you had to do what it said. And Allison said, get someone to do, was it a body shot?
It was a shot out of your boobies.
A shot out of your boobs.
Oh!
So there was a bachelor party in the lane next to us. And
no, it was not a bachelor party.
No, it was.
Yes, it was.
It was a bachelor party.
Rachel said it was a bachelor party, which was our coach.
And they came in with a case of cans, what we assumed was beer.
It wasn't. It was Mountain Dew.
And our like employee, so that you get assigned like coaches, maybe is what I'll call them. And ours was like, this is a bachelor party. It's the perfect people to ask. You'll be fine. Allison asks the guy closest to her. She's like, hey, are you 21? He's like, yeah. She's like, okay, I need you. Okay. So then,
that was a perfect representation of me.
Yeah. So Allison's had a few at this point. It's a bachelorette party.
A lot.
Yeah. I was being nice though. I mean, it's a bachelorette party. That's what you do. But she gets wine because they don't have like liquor there. And she gets it in a little cup and she puts it in her cleavage and she's like, hey, you got to take this. You have to. And he was like, so uncomfortable. Like,
I did not shove it in his face. I didn't say you have to. I did not say you have to.
Okay, you might not have. I believe you.
Okay. I was like, it was not.
No, but she was like, I just need you to do this. And then he gets so uncomfortable and he's like just looking at the two guys next to him. I'm already dying of laughter because it was so awkward. And he's like, I can't. I'm the youth leader. It was a church group. They were there. It was a church group bachelor party. And she asked the youth ministry leader to do a shot out of her boob.
I have never.
Allison called her mom on the way to the pizza place. And her mom's like, you should have just taken the shot, Allison. Like, why would you even do that?
Because it was
told your mom?
Yes, I was horrified. I called my mom. What do you do when you're horrified?
My mom wouldn't respond well to that story about myself. My mom would take that opportunity to tell me what life decisions I was making incorrectly.
Well, she did. She said, Allison, you should have just taken the shot because the punishment for not doing the dare was just a shot. And my mom was like, why don't you just do the shot?
Oh.
Coming from the woman who could do a shot of whiskey with no problem. Just knock him back, no issue.
I'm good with that.
My 68-year-old mother, I think I gave her a little more years than she needed. But I think
that's fair.
She looks 52. Maybe.
Yeah, I thought you were just striving for a number, so I was trying to go low.
No. I think my mom...
your mom looks way younger.
My mom is Listen, if my mom was single,
All right.
I'd be trying to set her up with everybody because she looks so.
She does.
My mom's hot. Good job, Mom.
You know why? She used that Mary Kay.
Yes. Little
Still
plug
not
for
sponsored.
Brittany. Yeah, you are. You sponsored yourself, girl. You
I
don't
don't
need
sell
no.
Mary Kay anymore. I used to sell Mary Kay. Still love the product. Don't want to sell it. It's just too much work for me.
But anyway, I called my mom and I was just, her ex-husband used to take her to the bar and hustle people. So he would pretend like he wasn't with my mom and make friends
so
with,
funny.
listen, it gets better. He would hustle people. He would say, hey, you see that little girl down at the bar? My mom was little.
I can see
And he was like, I bet you she can down a bottle of whiskey. I'm not saying a shot. I'm saying a bottle. Y'all, do you hear me?
that. Oh no, I lost my hair tie. Yeah.
And he would make these bets and talk to them. And then my damn mother went down a bottle of whiskey.
Is that how your mom got pregnant with 4 kids so fast?
Listen, Janice has no qualms with getting pregnant. She's just good at it.
I think that, the down a bottle of whiskey, I feel like that makes anyone pregnant, like, immediately.
Well, for me, it was tequila. Mom and I got one thing in common, and it's alcohol.
It's so funny. Okay.
My mom's the great lady.
Let's talk about our next book.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It's Berkeley's
It's Becca Lane.
turn.
I'm so excited.
And I'm choosing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I don't feel like I really need to read the synopsis
You don't.
for this.
You do not.
Okay.
I'm pumped.
It's about a young boy named Harry who finds out he's a wizard.
From number 4 Private Drive.
Privet.
Privet. I say
Oh, but is that just a British accent thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They say garage, not garage.
Didn't know that either.
This
I know, it was
Very
really
garage.
earth-shattering.
Car park.
I'm excited.
No, they say garage.
I know, but a car park too.
Do they?
I think that's a driveway.
If you're listening in England, let us know.
Hey, you know who we haven't shouted out lately?
Taylor?
Allie Mitch. We still don't know who you are.
We still are a fan.
Hope you're okay.
We haven't heard from you on any social media.
Yeah,
So,
Allie Mitch, please send us a shout out so we know who you are.
Please.
we would like to follow you back because we're very excited that you like us.
Also, yeah, I don't remember what her name is, but the girl from Snapchat.
Hey, her.
Hey her. Hey her, thanks for sharing us with your friends at work.
Yes.
That was it.
Okay, so we have 0 new ratings or reviews.
Bitches.
We know that there's at least 42 of you that listen consistently. If y'all could just pop on over and rate us, that'd be great.
I guess to be fair,
'Cause
maybe they have Androids.
That's fine. Rate us on whatever you have.
Mm-hmm. True dat, girl. True dat.
Spotify, we're on all the things. So if y'all could just do that. We got a new follower on Instagram, and her name is Gomez Party of 5. Don't know who you are. Oh, just kidding. I know you don't. And Fletch Inc. Podcast.co. Oh, that's just who liked my picture. So people got a shout out when they weren't supposed to. Oh, Rachel, my roommate, just followed us last
Cool.
week. Rude.
I mean, thanks for finally doing it. No, I'm just kidding. We appreciate it.
Michaela Porter.
Bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Michaela.
Yes. JRH. MH Med Meme. And Escape Trips UK. Hey, let us know if it's a gay ridge.
Hey, Escape Trips USA, or whatever.
UK.
Send us on a trip. We'll podcast during it. Sponsor us.
Somebody, for the love of God, please sponsor us. So that was our followers on Instagram, and for our Tweeter, we've got some new ones. Bruh, listen podcast. We like you. Thanks for following us. Eric Hunley, Lisa Hagee, Brucey at Brent Touch, Lori Freed. Who's that? We don't know. Zero Supervision, Heather Thomas, Disburn Distress.
That's my mom.
Took you that long. Oh God. One Night for Hunger, Kapakos Studios, Interviews on Demand, and that's all of our new ones. So, like us on all the things, follow us on all the things. We're on Facebook too. There's just a little bit less of activity there. Instagram, I've been trying to up our Instagram lately. Instagram Gabe.
I've been falling behind on Twitter.
I try. You can shoot us an email if you would like. We'll shout out your email at Books Uncorked or Books Uncorked 3. Sorry, at gmail.com, at Books Uncorked on Twitter and Instagram. And pretty much all the things.
When else around me, baby, look, say my name, say my name. Sorry, I just saw that.
And that was Brittany with a little Beyonce for ya.
That, to be clear, was Destiny's Child.
Okay. Well,
thanks for listening.
we appreciate you.
Let us know what you thought.
I would appreciate you more if you rated us and reviewed us and subscribed to us.
More than the great amount we already do.
The only person that emails us is Podbean.
How sad.
Please email us.
I don't want emails. Don't email us.
I do. She doesn't even have the password to our email. Fuck Berkeley.
Just kidding. Okay.
She don't even know.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah. Watch the movie. Read the book. Live the life. Go to Harry Potter World.
I want to.
Meet us at Universal next weekend.
Bye,
They're
podcast.
sponsoring us.
All right. Bye.
Adios.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.